Why do managers sabotage their best employees? The shocking truth behind workplace power plays. What drives managers to sabotage talented employees? In today's fiercely competitive workplace, the pressure to outperform peers can sometimes lead to unexpected and damaging behaviors. Research by Hashim Zaman, a postdoctoral fellow at Harvard's Laboratory for Innovation Sciences, and Karim Lakhani, the Dorothy and Michael Hintze Professor of Business Administration at Harvard Business School, reveals a troubling trend. Managers may deliberately sabotage talented employees to protect their own job security and maintain their position of power. This phenomenon, known as top-down sabotage, occurs when managers intentionally hinder the career progression of their subordinates. Surprisingly, it's more common than one might think. A survey conducted by Zaman and Lakhani found that the majority of corporate executives have witnessed such behavior during their careers, and many even admitted to engaging in it themselves. Why do managers sabotage their employees? At the heart of this issue lies a fundamental fear, the fear of being replaced. Managers often perceive high-performing subordinates as threats to their authority and future promotions. As Zaman explains, in hierarchical organizations, a talented employee can be seen as a future peer, a competitor for promotions, or even a potential replacement. This creates an incentive for managers to use their authority to limit the employee's growth preemptively. This preemptive undermining doesn't just harm the individual employee. It can also erode organizational culture and hinder overall corporate performance. In an era where companies are competing fiercely for top talent, organizations known for such toxic behaviors may struggle to attract and retain skilled professionals, jeopardizing long-term succession planning. The prevalence of top-down sabotage. Zaman's research, based on a survey of 335 executives, sheds light on the alarming prevalence of this behavior. Common occurrence. About 30% of respondents observed sabotage within their organizations, while 71% reported witnessing it at some point in their careers. Shockingly, 5% admitted to sabotaging their own direct reports. Widespread impact. Nearly 28% of respondents said they had been victims of top-down sabotage, and 60% reported being affected by it during their careers. Motivations behind sabotage. While only 3% of respondents cited financial concerns as the primary driver, 21% pointed to status concerns, and 24% said a combination of status and financial worries motivated managers to undermine their employees. The role of relative performance evaluations. One factor that exacerbates top-down sabotage is the use of relative performance evaluations, RPEs, where employees are compared against one another for compensation and promotion decisions. While RPEs can boost productivity by fostering competition, they also create an environment where employees, and even managers, feel compelled to undermine others to stay ahead. Zaman's research found that sabotage is slightly more prevalent in organizations that use RPEs, 38%, compared to those that don't, 33%. However, the real issue lies in the discretion managers have over these evaluations. In firms where managers have significant influence in identifying top performers, sabotage rates climb to 47%. Conversely, organizations with less managerial discretion see sabotage rates drop to 27%. When employees anticipate sabotage, they may lose motivation to perform, Zaman notes. This defeats the purpose of RPEs, which are meant to drive productivity through healthy competition. The psychology behind sabotage. To better understand why people sabotage others, Zaman conducted a separate study involving social media content creation. Participants were asked to choose a partner for a collaborative task. When payment was based on absolute performance, i.e. the quality of their work regardless of their partner's performance, 90% of participants chose the more talented partner. However, when payment was tied to relative performance, only 60% opted for the better partner. Participants openly admitted to sabotaging others to avoid competition, Zaman explains. Some even stole ideas from the person they didn't choose, passing them off as their own. How to combat top-down sabotage. Zaman and Lakhani's research highlights several strategies organizations can adopt to mitigate sabotage and foster a healthier workplace culture. 1. Increase transparency. Ensure that performance evaluations are clear, visible, and fair. Employees should receive proper credit for their work, reducing opportunities for managers to claim undue recognition. 2. Limit managerial discretion. Implement standardized objective criteria for evaluations to minimize the influence managers have over promotions and compensation decisions. 3. Enforce 360-degree feedback. While 360-degree feedback systems, where employees are evaluated by peers, subordinates, and superiors, can promote fairness, they must be effectively enforced. Without proper implementation, these systems can exacerbate sabotage. 4. Foster collaboration. Cultivate a culture of trust and open communication. Employees should feel comfortable sharing ideas and asking questions without fear of retaliation. A sense of belonging can significantly reduce the incidence of sabotage. 5. Incentivize team success. Shift incentives from individual performance to team-based achievements. Rewarding managers and employees for their team's overall performance can reduce competition and the fear of being replaced. Example to illustrate the point. Imagine a mid-level manager, Sarah, who has been with her company for over a decade. She's known for her leadership skills and has consistently delivered strong results. However, when a talented new hire, John, joins her team and quickly gains recognition for his innovative ideas, Sarah begins to feel threatened. Worried that John might outshine her and jeopardize her chances of promotion, Sarah starts assigning him mundane tasks and excludes him from key projects. Over time, John's morale plummets, and he eventually leaves the company. The organization loses a promising employee, and Sarah's team suffers from reduced innovation and productivity. This scenario underscores the destructive impact of top-down sabotage, not just on individuals, but on the entire organization. By addressing the root causes and fostering a culture of collaboration and transparency, companies can prevent such outcomes and create a thriving workplace for all. The path forward. Ultimately, the key to addressing top-down sabotage lies in improving organizational culture. As Zaman emphasizes, the single most effective tool for mitigating sabotage and improving succession planning is fostering a culture of transparency, trust, and collaboration. By creating an environment where employees feel valued and supported, organizations can not only reduce the prevalence of sabotage, but also unlock the full potential of their workforce. After all, a company's greatest asset is its people, and nurturing their growth is the surest path to long-term success. If you found this video valuable, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and set the bell icon to all for notifications. Feel free to leave a respectful comment. Vulgar or inappropriate comments will be blocked. See you in the next video.